So it's getting cold out and it's time for you to winterize your home again. Or if you're a first-time home buyer, you're still trying to figure it all out. So let's get your home ready for the winter from the inside and the outside today. All right, so first thing I want to talk about is changing your furnace filters. Now, I got a couple right here, one from a local hardware store, one from Costco. You can get these at Home Depot, Menards, Lowe's, of course. The general rule of thumb is these should be replaced every 3 months. I would say no more than 6 months. So make sure this is done routinely. Set a reminder for it. Set up an Amazon automatic delivery so you don't forget. Do what you got to do. It's very important for the air quality and also, of course, to retain and take care of your furnace units, help them last longer, which we all want because these are not cheap to replace. Okay, so now that we're actually in front of the unit here, I want to show you, this is where the filter actually goes. And what you do is you slide this unit in and you see that arrow there? That's pointing towards the actual motor. So it's pointing towards this. So that's the correct way, meaning the airflow comes down through here, goes that way through the filter into the motor, then up through. So make sure this is done properly as well. Another quick thing about these filters, just a couple tips. You really don't need the most expensive ones. A lot of my HVAC guys actually recommend getting these somewhat cheaper or middle of the line ones. They say they work better with the units, and sometimes the very expensive high quality filters are not good for the furnace units. This is not my profession, so definitely check with your local professional, but this is something I would definitely look into. Another quick tip is a lot of these flat filters can clog more quickly than the pleated ones. So you can look for a difference with that when you're shopping, because this is something that, again, unit by unit. Another big thing to keep in mind is if you have allergies especially, you might even want to change these more frequently to help that. And another quick thing with the filters here, if you're ever doing any construction or any remodeling in your home, you should consider changing them more frequently. Also, if you have pets in your home, that's another reason to change them a little more frequently than you might usually do it. Also, if you notice a weird burning smell when you first kick on the furnace, especially if it's the first time of the season, that's normal, that's okay, it will go away. It's okay to open your windows, air that out a little bit until it's gone, and you'll be good to go after that. All right, and another thing that's really important to do, you have these humidifiers. If you have one built onto your furnace like this, you're gonna wanna go ahead and probably turn that up a little bit more in the winter because the air tends to get a little drier when it's cold outside. Compared to in the summer, you wanna essentially turn this down because the air is already gonna be humid. So you're not gonna want extra humidity being pumped in. You're gonna want the humidity actually being removed. That's where your dehumidifier comes into play. Another thing on these, there is filters that need to be replaced. A lot of people don't know this. It is a much less frequent item, probably, I don't know, every 2 to 3 years, maybe even more. Check with your local professional. Most people recommend you get these serviced yearly, probably in the spring. Do your furnace and your air conditioner together. They'll check everything out for you. So if you want to talk to your local professional, see what you can do there, that would be a good idea as well. All right, so next tip we have here is to make sure to blow out and winterize your sprinkler system, which this is huge to protect your pipes and also protecting your pipes inside your home, making sure you're just connecting and draining your hose, shut off and drain all your outside faucets as well. So those will be good to go for the winter. Another huge thing is going to be to seal any air leaks or any weather strips need to be replaced. So for example, we just replaced this stripping, and this should be done on all your doors and all your garage doors as well. Last but not least, make sure you clean out your gutters, get all the leaves and debris out, and get them ready for efficient and effective draining when you have snow and anything melting in the winter time there. Thank you again for tuning in. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Also, drop a comment if there's anything you think that I forgot. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time.